Hi, I am back. Sorry. Right. So I've made a decision. What I'm gonna do, because I've searched a little bit of stuff on this situation. Um, so I called it untitled for now. Now I also looked at the Bigos, the stuff you're allowed to do on Bigo and the stuff you're not supposed to do on Bigo. Mind you, Bigo have a whole federa of history of stuff coming with children um as well in the children area. So I got something for the dark side of Ocean Yemi as well. Now Queen Op situation, I'm gonna pull up the oh, they even got the mug shot of the lady. I'm gonna pull up lots of TikToks. I'm gonna warn you in advance. There's a lot of pulling up stuff that's gonna be happening because I believe in information sharing, and um, this situation here, I feel affects everybody because I feel that this situation has affected the social media in a big way because we are all talking about it. It's a serious thing watching somebody get humiliated online, get beaten up online, get paid for beating up that person. Now, the beautiful girl, let me see if I can find a pretty picture of her. Because there's a before and after picture of this beautiful girl. She is a beautiful girl. She's a beautiful girl. Okay. She's a beautiful girl. Shell is very pretty. She has a pretty smile when she's not all bruised up. Okay, so we're gonna move that one away because I don't like that picture of her. Right, she's a very beautiful girl, and to be honest, they are best friends. And let me see what else do I need to put up. Oh, it's not showing. Certain stuff ain't showing on my thing. Excuse me, internet's a bit crazy sometimes. But anyways, yeah. So right about now, right, I'm gonna just do a small video, whether it's visual or my opinion, because you know me, I talk about this abusive stuff a lot. This is one of my deepest passions, and doesn't matter what the abusive is, was elderly abuse, whatever, manipulation of the brain, of manipulation of a person, exploitation of a person to make money off a person. I'm hoping it's not going to be doing that zooming in and out thing, you know. So yeah, so I'm gonna start by saying hi to who's ever in the room first and foremost. Like, you can show yourself if you want to, it's fine. Um so as we know that there's something happened, I think it was Saturday, pertaining to these to Queen Op and Shell. And um Shell, like I said, seemed to have a little jealous streak in her. You can see it on screen. Okay, you can see it on screen. Like after I spoken earlier, I went off and I went and I looked up a couple stuff, researched, looked around a little bit, and yeah, there is there's something about Queen Op. She really has some serious, deep down, dirty issues with her. Now, because this is viral at present right now, of course, like all of us is talking about it, right? And whoever, I'm gonna share it on as well, because we see things with different eyes. And this young lady here, like, even on her post where she says, I'm gonna destroy her or something. Let me see if I can find it on my thing. I'm gonna destroy her. Words to that effect. Let me see if I can find it, because I saw that as well. But I didn't clock it when somebody sent it to me. I didn't clock it. So it's serious when a person thinks the way they do. And like I said, because soon she's carrying a baby, Queen Op is carrying a baby, like, you would, you just like, let me see if I can find it. I bet I can't find it now. It's so funny when you're looking for stuff, you can't find it. Hold on, let me go back a step, because this is going to be live research right now. Queen Op seems to be a head case at best. Over here, like I said, over here, we call people like that a head case, because that's what she is. Let me see, I could find where she says she's going to destroy her. Here it is. Can I get the whole bit in? No, it's not even going to let me get the whole bit in. But anyways, hi, how you doing? Yeah, because I come on early. Love. I come on early. But just tap into the replay and say your little piece. You know me, I like the back and forth. It's good for me. As long as it's not a thingy, yeah. But yeah, hold on, let me get this one, because she does actually says something on her post about the girl. I'm hoping this is not going to be a whole 2 hours long. I'm hoping. See, she says before let me get it up. Before I ruin her life, I can't, there's another bit to it. That bit's missing. But it does say, like, like, this is a throwback, before I ruin her life. Laughing emojis, like the picture if you agree. That's not a sane person in my book to say that for your friend, because Chelle is really her friend. She's really her friend, And I'm gonna see if I could get a little bit more. And she's been on 2 apps so far. Miko and Bigo. And Bigo do have rules on stuff as well about all this. So I'm surprised Bigo didn't get on her. And this is let me see. I'm sorry I'm talking like this. I'm just like, I want to really like get out as much information as possible, because I think information is key at this point, because that girl, if she does go back to her, to Queen, I'm just like, no. Can't even see the mugshot. So there's no mugshot for that lady. Where is it? Oh, where's my thing? Oh, there it is. There's no mugshot. So I can't see the mugshot. But as we know, the other day, because even Twitter's spoken about it. So Queen Op jailed, a musical artist, is in the news as her arrest becomes a hot topic online. Here is more information on the fees. Well, let's talk about the fees. I don't want to talk about the fees. I just want to talk about the arrest. Okay. So Queen Op is rumored to be in jail after being detained recently. A Twitter user going by handle Film Pop shared some images along with some shocking news. Op was allegedly detained after abusing and harming Michelle, similar to how it is trending on Facebook, TikTok, and other social media sites. The topic has been covered in videos on numerous YouTube channels. Despite all of this, right, no media sites have published official news regarding the issues. People were thrilled about the arrest when it was announced, and someone tweeted, "Good, because they have been treating her such in a terrible manner." Now I don't know. Hold on, let me see. I turned out during Nature Boys days. I couldn't watch any. Yeah, this is kind of similar to Nature Boys situation. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Oh, it's so low. This I feel is similar to it. You know why? It's all done online, right? And though there's petitions out for this. I'm surprised she ain't been cancelled. To be honest, I'm very surprised because it's the levels of the abuse. The abuse is very severe, very, very, very severe. Pulling out her hair, all sorts of craziness. People paying post. I mean, I'm gonna even throw in maybe there was some racist people paying to see her in certain ways. I mean, people can say I'm wrong, they can say it, but that's what I see. Yes, there's levels to this thing because it's like you're literally watching a person eating dog feces, sorry, dog feces, hold on, dog feces. You're watching a person sleeping. I mean, people said they heard that she was sleeping in the dog cage or they saw it or whatever. Now, like I said, Bigo is a very, 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 very oh, Vigo is a very, very, very what you call it, interesting site app, right? Anything goes on there. Basically, anything goes. I mean, the only thing they can't do is smoke on there and certain stuff. They can't show their chest. They can't do certain things. But for people to pay to see someone get humiliated on an app, it's crazy. That's like someone. That's like you said with Nature Boy when he used to hit the girls and they used to pay for him to hit the girls, or people come on and say, "Oh, hit her this way or hit her that way or whatever." You know what I'm saying? It's just like there's levels to this, and what is so scary as well is women, sadistic, masochistic. Masochistic, is that the word I'm looking for? It's crazy. Like, so that means the how if someone sees me, something happening to me online, right, like they're gonna sit there and just watch it or record it or whatever. They're not gonna do nothing about it. It's a lot of black women and probably others. I could throw others into that because in this situation, I think others is also in that situation. Now, he said that how he from person's head. You think he was a skits? I don't know. Something wrong there. There's something wrong with the mentality in that brain. Because me, when I see somebody something, and as long as I know it's not hurting them, yeah, fair enough, right? You leave it. But if you know it's gonna be at the detriment of another person, you have to step in, whether your life is gonna be in that situation or not. You just do that. There's no like what you call it, thingy. Plus, it's all on an app. It's all on an app. We literally can turn on the blinking, open up our laptops, phones, devices, whatever, and we see this going on. Plus, we're paying to watch. So it's like over here, right? We got a thing called TV license. It's like you're paying your TV license to watch somebody get beaten up, humiliated, all sorts of things. And mind you, we see this on TV every single day. So the internet's coming like that kind of place. It's like a love and hip hop situation. Everybody wants to be viral. They want to be famous. They want to be by any means necessary. No, it's like when do you step in and you say no? I mean, mind you, the people who called in, numbers of people called the police, and that's what made the police go and do a wellness check. All of them were friends on Bigo. Oh, they all was, or Migo, whatever app. I believe it. I believe you. It's levels like they are paid for. Right. Yes, exactly. Exactly. And where do it end? Because even on YouTube, certain stuff be on YouTube, like the Haddish thing. They're saying it was a skit, when in fact it was actually an abusive situation for a young child. No one, I mean, the internet spoke and then something happened. So when the internet speaks, another somebody else now gets hold of this and then it goes to whoever. But where is the levels? Where is the levels? Anyways, what I also did as well, I'm hoping it will show, because sometimes it stops or it buffs. I've got pictures, I've got videos of her, of how she looked before. That is Michelle, that is. It's like a whole breakdown. Let me see. Let me see. There's a whole video of how she looked before he got to where he got to. Let me see if I can get it. Don't even know if you can see it. It's not even playing. My thing's playing up. Okay, so these are her different faces, from this to this to this to this. Let me get it bigger so you can see it very clearly. I don't know if it's gonna play. If it plays, it plays. If it don't play, don't play. If it plays, it plays. What's her face? From one thing. Let me take the banner off. My thing's playing up a little bit. It's definitely playing up. Hold on. That's why I like my phone. You see, my phone's smooth. Now you see. Now look at it. Look at her face. She mashed her up. She mashed her up. She ruined her. She ruined her. I don't know if you can see it properly. Or is that too close? That's too close. She ruined that girl. And you know why I say she ruined the girl? Because her face says it all. Her appearance. I don't even know. Let me see if I can get this to work. I'll find an angle to make it look. Let me see. I can find an angle. Right? She ruined her face real bad, and it's very sad. Like you said, it's sad. Sorry, I'm gonna highlight what you said. Sorry, it's a bit hard. Okay, she ruined it. Okay, all right. Then what I also notice is when people's talking, she's with this Beck or Check. I can't stand that. Right? How young or old the every time the other one says something, check, check, check. I hate that so much. I don't know whether she was doing it for the what you call it, attention or whatever. Hi, Raina. Queen Ops got Chelle hooked on drugs, crack cocaine, and that's why she took so different. That's why she looks so different. I hear Chelle is in hospital. Her face has fractures and on her face. She got fractures. I'm not surprised. I'm literally not surprised. I'm literally like, I mean, my thing's gonna be buffering, so excuse it. I don't know what's going on. The thing is just like that. I don't know. I don't know. It works sometime and sometimes it don't work. Let me see if I can find it. So I want to play some of the videos. Okay. So they punched her a few times, yeah, because most of those bruises on her face, most of the bruises on her face, if I can find it. I'm not going to press the links because they put them on some weird websites. Right? Most of the bruises on her face, them lesions, lesions, bruises, however you want to term it. I don't know any medical people in the room. Let me see. Look at that. Where is it? Oh, I passed it. See all here. Her eye is just now. That's in. Her eye was shut. And there was bruising above here, the lips. You know, this lady here, on one of the videos, she punched her. Queen Op's girlfriend is being charged with sexual assault on. Oh, good. Let me try highlight what you guys are saying. Oh, I keep sticking. My thing keeps sticking. Oh, there it goes. It's I'm trying to get it to. I hope you can hear me, right? Let me see. I'm going to go down, okay, so we can all see what you guys are saying. Okay. So, oops. Oh, morning, back to tea time. So, Queen Ops, so she's done for sexual assault on Chelle. Good. Yes, they beat her bad. Yes, they did. They beat her very bad. Very, very bad. You can see it in her face. Let me see if I can get it above the banner without moving it. Oh, you can't even see. You have to move. I have to move the banner. I have to move your thing. Yes, you can see it. Now, I hope that how, like I said, and I'll reiterate from the first live that how she never goes back there. That she gets what she needs, and the family needs to actually step in at this point and need to try and keep her away from the girl. They need to try and keep her away from Queen Op. Need to try and keep her away. She's just like, it's sad. Like, to me, I said to people, when you're looking at these people, because they are just like us, whether they're on the thing and people think, oh yeah, they're influencers, whatever they are, they're real people just like you. So at the end of the day, right, you know, it's sad that this girl is very intelligent. Very intelligent. They asked her about some interview that I just saw a minute ago, and she's giving good answers. Mind you, whatever the spectrum is, don't seem to bother her brain that much. I'm just seeing like now, so I'm just going by what I see. Okay, So I might not get it 100% right, but if like I said, correct me if I'm wrong, right? So she's there answering questions. Queen's getting all upset. Queen's getting all upset. Like, as though she's too intelligent. It's like, come on now. Like, she, like, because, like, long, hi, Y820 again. Oh, yeah, you didn't send the email. I was looking for it. Like people used to take advantage of people with special needs, and this is what Queen is doing. Queen was doing. Hopefully, this will be shut down now. Yeah, I saw that. I believe they would have. Yeah, they would. Yes, let me highlight that. Yes, yes, because they feel it's like she believes because she has whatever special needs, disability, whatever it is, she can do her anything. That's what I'm seeing from the um video, or and stuff. I think I'm gonna have to connect my phone so I can show certain videos. I'm gonna have to do it. It's not even look. Yeah, I feel like I have to connect my phone too. Yeah, it's just like, come on, and people paid for it. Oh, you sent it on my last post? Okay, I'll see. Which one did you send it to? You sent it to. Hold on, let me see. I can find it. I can never remember my own thing. Let me find it. Let me copy and paste. Because this is dead serious, you know what I mean? It's no jokes. Like, jokes aside, ha ha ha, whatever. Entertainment. How is this entertaining? Let me see. Oops. People's always coming when I'm doing my lives. I can't copy and paste my thing. I can't copy and paste my email address. Let me see if I got it on here. I ain't got it on here. I ain't got it even on my thing. Okay. I need to add it to my thing. Alright. And yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, they would have killed her. They would have killed the child. They would have killed the child, basically. It's like there was no limits. The way she was dealing with her, less than inhumane. Inhumane. I'm trying to think of the words right now. The words escape me. Very inhumane. And the fact that someone was going to pay her for her to do a private thing to see her demise, it's like, what the hell? At this point, what the hell? Now, I'm not saying I'm totally naive to what goes on in the world. No, I'm not totally naive to what goes on in the world. I know there's a lot of rasp going on outside. Oh, you posted it on. Okay, you posted it on the link. Let me see. Let me see. I have to go to the other side. Let me see. Oh, I can't see it. Hold on, let me give you a thingy and then you can post it. She's smart. She's very smart. Hold on, let me give you a wrench for a little bit. I can't see your link. You have to send it to me through the thingy. Hold on, something's going off. I'm trying to multitask, okay? Okay. Okay, that's something else. All right, so let me see if I can get it. I think I'm pressing it too hard. So at this point, you're just thinking to yourself, like, you know. I'm sorry, people. I like to do things like, okay, let me do it on here. Okay, this is the email. Yeah, she looks broken. She looks very broken. Okay, right, this is it. Yeah, that's my email, okay? Because I can't see your link. Okay, she is smart, very unique, beautiful lady, but this is what they do. Just like Rose and Mackerel out of Jamaica, they make money off of them. Yes, because of how they look. Because of how they look, and because they think that how right they are not, what's the word? They are not smart enough to catch on what's going on. Yeah, it is exploitation. It is exploitation. But there is a whole set of rules on Bigo as well. There's a whole set of rules on Bigo where exploitation and stuff, harassment, bullying, all that. They have a whole thing. It's a whole violation on there. And the girlfriend made it work. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She did. She did. Yes. For true. For true. Let me take her off, poor girl. Yeah, she did. She made it worse. There's another one I was gonna show. Hold on. There's another one. Did I put them all down here? I hope I got them all down here. And the relative, that one is old. The one with the sister who spoke, that's an old one. So I don't know whether it's worth me playing it or what, because the family hasn't come out and spoke. So there's only one of the sisters, one old one of the sister talking. Her older sister, I think it is. Well, there's one 2 years ago, and there's one year ago. And she's so smart because the way how she was doing messages to the people, she was speaking messages to the people, and what's her name? Catch on. Oh, this is a nice one of her hair, but she's breaking down. Let me see. Hopefully, he's going to play very good. Oh, look, this is a nice one of her, but she's crying for something. Yes, this new girl is crazy. How long has she been in the picture? I'm not sure how long. I don't follow them like that, unfortunately. It's just because I saw the eye and stuff. That's what made me stop and look, to be honest. I think this is so.
Girl, you cuter than a what? Girl, you pretty as fuck.
I'm sorry. I don't know if we could play that song on here. That's why I. I X them off. But thank y'all so much. Okay. Okay. The website is dropping at midnight.
It's falling in and out. I'm sorry.
And we're going to have the lashes. We're going to have, we got the natural lashes. We also got, the dramatic lashes. We got all that stuff. The bonnets, the prices of everything will be on the website. Thank you, Alyssa White. Right now, we're starting off with just cosmetics, but we got, we got the do-rags coming. We got the longer bonnets are on the way. We have a lot of things coming. So, I was glad to put the wig on and, do a little lashes.
Sorry, my thing keeps playing up, so I have to go do like 3 things before I can come back to the screen. Okay, so yes, see how pretty she is? She's such a pretty girl. There's a lot of YouTube videos of Chelle. Yes, there is a lot. There's a lot. Where was I? Oh yes. The girlfriend made it worse. Yes, the new girl is crazy. How long has she been in a picture? It says a lot. Her family really did try to get back. Op was disrespectful to her family. Oh, she was. Yes, yes, ladies. True, 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 and true. I'm assuming you are a lady, right? Why 20? Yes, there is a lot of the videos on YouTube with the abuse. I don't know what abuse it falls under, but it falls under an abuse. It is a violation of certain stuff. I don't know how long the girl's been around. It does fall under a violation of stuff, though. It does. Oops. But there is a violation on Bigo. Yeah, there is a lot of videos everywhere you look. There's videos of her everywhere. Oops. Of the abuse. But Bigo is under investigation as well. So, there's a lot of violations. I'm going to see if I can find the abusive ones. Good behavior, blackmail threats, which they do a lot of that on there. All these violations is what they do on the platform. Right. So what I'm trying to find, what I'm looking up is their violations. Because I'm surprised they haven't moved them off. They didn't get to her earlier. Let me see. But Bigo is under investigation anyway. It's a shaming app under indecent posts and stuff. Oh, it's a lot of reading this one. It's not giving me straight answers at this present moment, but when I did look it up, it's all about the violations. She was tricking in front of her son. She was. What are you telling me, girl? Every time you say something, I'm like, I probably heard it before, but when you hear it again, it's like, what? She did that? She did what? Damn. Hold on. Okay. I need to take a look at that. Yeah. So she was tricking in front of her son. Is that why her son got taken away from her? Because it seemed like, I don't know. Maybe I should put out my thing so you could come on. thing is really delayed today. It's delaying. It's delaying. That's why I don't come on and do it through the laptop. It's just long when I'm trying to do stuff. It just makes everything long. There we go. Done it. Okay. So YE20, are you available to talk? Because you have a lot to say, and I want to hear. Oh, actually, I want people to hear, because she sounds like she's done a lot of stuff. So she's actually done indecent stuff in front of her son. That is just crazy. And she's a young girl. Like, how old is Queen Op? How old is she exactly? She looks very young in her face. So, she really abused this girl very badly. Let me see if I could, nothing is just moving so goddamn slow. Let me see. I'm trying not to repeat what people's putting up, but at this rate, there's nothing else I can do. Well, they said she's out on bond right now. Her face was swollen 3 weeks ago too. So her face has been swollen for a long time. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Her face has been swollen for about 3 weeks. Hi Rico, you all right? You all right, sir? How you doing? Oh, oh, you think she's in her 30s? You know, there has to be many other situations to this. Yeah, I know. I hear what you're saying, Rico. I hear exactly. Did I say it right, Rico? Yeah. I know it has to be many situations. There's a build up to this, isn't it? There's always something else behind it. Right. Obviously, right, you know, she's getting money. What they said, because for disabilities, you know, they get money for that. I know that for sure, because I know they do it over here. Oh, you just woke up. Rico. All right. Don't bother with them people, Rico. Yeah, there is a lot. No, hold on, let me see if I can find that video as well. But I'm gonna take it a bit further because she's like not really dressed very nicely here. Her face is very swollen. It looks swollen. Where that's the eye. I'm looking at the videos. I don't know that my timeline might be off. I'm sorry, because I don't watch them. To be honest, I don't watch them like that. I hear about her on and off. I don't really take it in like that. You see, because like you see what I'll be on. I'll be mostly on most of the time. I think she was doing this for money. Yes, I think that is right. I think you're right in a way. I think you're right. Because like I said previously, like, you know, the Bigo app pays fairly well, doesn't it? The Bigo app, they get paid very well. So, you know, they're throwing money at her to do certain stuff, certain this, certain that, certain this, certain that. Yes, fetishes. No, but did you hear the one where they said that they will pay her to honor live the girl on a and she had to do it on a private chat? Did you hear that part, Rico? Raina, yeah, she might be 25. Where's Y28? Y820. And Muchi, I hope you ain't gone. I hope you're still around, girl. Are you still around? Please type in so I can see ya. maybe somebody has a fetish. Yes, there's that as well. You know how people have fetishes for feet, fetishes for violence, fetishes. There's all type of weird stuff that goes on. I'm on Bigo myself, and yes, they pay. Yes, they pay a lot of money. They pay a lot of money, to see weird stuff. Like Bigo is now being investigated because of children was on there and people selling the children to do inappropriate things. So Bigo is being investigated at present now. Let me see if I got it. Okay, I got it. It might not play as good, so I don't know whether it's worth me playing it. Let me take banner off. It's going forward. Okay. My screen keeps going weird. Yeah. Are you Supreme? Does Chelle have a fetish, you mean? I love it. My chat's even chatting. But to do this on camera, act that way. So yeah, there is fetishes going on. People just need to wake up and see everything for what it is. There is a lot of craziness going on apps. Okay, let me try bring it back to where I had it. There is a lot of craziness going on apps. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on. You can even pop up on the panel and have your say. Your opinion is fine. I'm not going to. We're not going to have no arguments here on this point because to me, I think this affects everybody. I think it affects everybody. Personally, myself, I'm thinking like that. I'm not saying I'm a good Samaritan or nothing, but that's what I'm thinking. So people, hold on a minute, what do you say? People just need to wake up. The police and officers said they was getting calls from around the world to get Chelle out of danger. Yeah. A weird snake. Yeah, there's a lot of things that goes on these apps, and don't forget now, like I said, and I'm going to refer to the youngsters on this one too. There is inappropriate things with youngsters on that Bigo app too. Okay, so let's not look past that as well. Okay, I'm looking at her message as well. Are you talking about Chelle? Yeah, that's what she's talking about. She's saying that apparently people was calling all around the world to go and check on Chelle, to go and save her from what was going on in the place to do a wellness check on her. So everybody was calling around. Everyone was calling the police to get the police to go check on Chelle, and that's what the police said. That's why in the end they ended up knocking down the door to go and make the check. So yeah. Who has a fetish for being beaten? People have fetishes for people who be beaten on apps. I think he's freezing. They have fetishes for that. Michi. They have fetishes for that. They have fetishes for watching things on apps. They'll pay for it. That's basically what he's saying, basically in a nutshell. Remember Nature Boy, right? Let's refer to Nature Boy, for instance. That time when Malia was in the back of the car and she had to pee to check to see if she was pregnant. People was calling and saying, oh, what's it? I'll pay this much for you to hit her. I'll pay that much for you to hit her. So anybody who knows about the Nature Boy sector, this is kind of like the same, kind of similar situation. She's like the female version of that, which I've heard people refer to her as the same as the female version of Nature Boy. Even though they say Jaguar might come into the same category, but the fact that she was getting paid to do the stuff what she did to the girl, eating dog food, then only and then also what they also were doing was stirring the situation up. This is someone, not people, so I got misled. Oh yes, people called to check on the girl. It's like it was all around the world. They said apparently it was most of the Americas, but then they said it was all around the world. So just thinking that how Bigo covers a lot of the world, China, States, everywhere basically. So that's why. So Nature Boy is the only one I can refer to. Because he's a good example, because when he was on the app, they were saying that how for him to hit Malia, right? When he was doing certain stuff, he would do it on Bigo. Bigo is one of those very, very open forums where like anything goes, just about. Okay. And you see it online, like Detroit Thought, 21 bitch, I think her name is 21 bitch. Anything goes. So people will pay to watch that. People will pay to watch her getting brutalized, humiliated, put down. Not necessarily black people, could be a mixture of people. I ain't gonna say it's a black and white thing, but in this case, it could be anything. You know, like I said, you can correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? So Up was doing a lot of stuff to her, a lot of stuff. I think the family tried to get involved, like the lady said previously, and Op wasn't having it. I think she cussed them out. That's what Y820 said a while ago. If you're still in the room, Y820, if you're about, now tell me, correct me if I'm wrong. You can correct me if I'm wrong, right? Now, on these apps as well, there was one where I reached where a mother was doing stuff to her son on the, like, okay, TikTok. I think Up got moved from TikTok as well. I think. I'm not even sure. Let me go check. But I open my big mouth. I think people was talking about her on TikTok as well. Let's go check. Nothing buffering too much, man. I just don't like that. It's the levels to it. Don't need to hear that, thank you. Right, let me go to this screen. Sorry, people. I'm just trying to get in as much information as possible. Like I said, you may have seen stuff before. I'm sorry if I am longing it.
And I'm still sitting here getting my hair done.
What's up, guys? Can you come on out here, please?
No.
What? Come on out here.
For what? No.
We're gonna talk to you guys. Come here.
No.
No, I'm telling you to come out here.
Oh, you
No, hey, don't.
Come on out here so we can figure out what's going on. We have an ambulance coming for her.
I don't need no fucking ambulance. Y'all can cancel this shit. I don't need nothing. I don't need no fucking ambulance. I don't need no cops. I don't need none of that shit. Like, y'all can fucking go ahead.
Come on.
Like, I'm sick and tired of y'all motherfuckers.
Because we're getting calls from all over the country. We have to
Oh,
make sure.
all over the country. You're fucking this ain't fake. The calls are wrong.
It's just playing up too much. They said they got calls from all over the country. That's what they said. They said they got calls from all over the country pertaining to what is going on with the girl. Is it going to play? Come on. It's giving me beans, my thing. Sorry. I normally do it on my phone, but I can't do it on my phone right now. See, I can link it up. I'm going to have to cut so many pieces of this live out, but it's not even about that right now. Let me see if I can sort it. Okay, people. So we can get some little videos in between this because I don't want to be just talking and not making sense because I like to make sense when I talk sometimes. I like examples because we might all have different ideas, different opinions on the stuff. So I did put the StreamYard thing up. Let me see. Because it's not a panel, but I feel that there's a lot to be said right at this present moment. Now, I don't like to just talk. I don't like to draw the video out unnecessarily if it's not necessarily to draw it out. Let me see if I can get it on here. Let me get it on this one. So I can get this working. So I can get it working and good. Let me get turn the camera the other way. So we're going to try to do it this way. Right. Ooh. Hello?
been saying that. Diagnosis don't matter. Don, what's the punishment for Queen Op? Oh yeah. Oh, I already know the characteristics of it, but I know it's matter. Okay. What you said? What? Love and has no value, which makes it more vulnerable to destructive behaviors, punishment, and self-defeat. And while the owners of the masochistic personality have the ability to have fun and possess social skills, they avoid engaging in various experiences. They seek suffering, pain, and harm in relationships and situations, refuse to receive help, and resent the people who provide it. Masochistic personality traits. Among the distinguishing characteristics of the masochistic personality are the following. Exhausting and humiliating work beyond potential in order to achieve goals, so that it pushes him to exert more effort than his capabilities. Inner feeling of humiliation and lack of self-esteem. The feeling that he is rejected and unloved by others, which makes him always work harder in an attempt to gain satisfaction and acceptance, with his constant feeling that this is not enough. Having trouble saying no or saying no to what you don't want, and trying to agree to everything, despite his inner resentment. Acknowledging his limited abilities in life, but never doing anything about it, and also refusing to receive help from others. Attraction to abusive relationships in which the masochist suffers humiliation and pain, a method used to maintain a sense of self-esteem. Reasons for the masochistic personality. Personality is generally referred to as a combination of ideas, emotions, and behaviors that make a person separate from others, which is the way he views, understands, and relates to the outside world, in addition to being the way he sees himself. And personality, including the masochistic personality, is usually formed during childhood, and factors include the following play a role in its formation. Genetic factors. Certain personality traits may be passed on from parents to children through inherited genes. Environmental factors. The surrounding environment mainly affects the formation of personality, including the environment in which a person grew up, the events he experienced, and his relationships with family members and others. Now, here are some tips for dealing with the masochistic personality. Be patient in your dealings with the masochist, and avoid telling him about his behaviors and actions that increase.
She ain't beat that girl up as bad as Danny. Are y'all hearing yourselves? Y'all sound dumb as hell. It ain't funny till it happened to you or your mama. And I'm not saying this to be disrespectful, but y'all think about it. Think about it. This is sick and it's trending. It is trending. Queen Op fucked herself. And I hope that bitch is in jail. I'm gonna drop you.
Say what you said.
Comfortable. Y'all asses finna be getting locked up for that bullshit.
They over there raising money to bail out Queen. Please look at this face.
They raised money and brought her out back already. Why on earth? I don't know. Why? Someone like her she needs a padded room. That's what I feel basically in myself, because the girl's face is just mashed up. She needs a padded room.
Before y'all think about raising money to bail out Queen, look at this face. Appreciate the gifts, y'all. Knowing it, what y'all done been around and seen for the longest. Look at Chelle face. Let's keep it funky. Look at Chelle face.
It's your money. You're going to do what you want regardless. However,
so as he's talking seriously now, some woman pops up with music on the side of the like the PK in it, and she's playing music. So you're just thinking to yourself, he's chatting something real serious to do with a situation that happened, probably to do with one of his people, and once something happened in his agency, and then now this lady's popped up. So that's what I'm saying, right? Some black women are very weird. Some black women, black men, whatever, weird, right? Because he's literally talking about a violent domestic situation, and there's this woman pop up because he won't show my thing, so I have to do it this way. It's crazy, man. I'm just like, that's sadistic, masochistic foolishness going on.
all the comments ain't on here. Hold on a second. Hold on 1 sec. Like, what's this? What's this one?
What question was it, Rico? Did I miss it? I think some people are desensitized to having sympathy for one another. Yeah, they are it's normalized and everything. You know, violence is a normal thing. You know, all sorts of violences. So that's why, yeah, they are very desensitized to the situation. No matter the situation, whether it be a child, woman, man, whatever, you name it, it's just normal. Society's turning that way. Human trafficking, whatever, you name it.
So what happened was Still got beat down.
And she wants you to Philly job there.
Oh, he's replaying it.
Hold on. It was.
That's when she stood up to her. That's when she stood up to Danny. She stood up to Danny, and then Danny came and punched her.
Put what out now? What's she talking about? Well, what's she talking about? Put something out now.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's very triggering to people. Some people's even been through this themselves. So then people's not putting it up on apps on stuff. Because even me playing this now, this must be traumatizing to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because when you put up certain stuff on the YouTube, somebody's either gone through it in their life or been through it in their life or whatever. So therefore, right, you start triggering them. It's the government behind the kids. That's another conversation, Rico. I have that conversation on my other channel. I haven't spoken about the trafficking side as much. I need to, because that is another situation that is like normalizing children being taken, normalizing what happens to them. Even with the Sound of Freedom, when it came out, people was like saying this and that and the other. What I tend not to do is watch too much of the when they go against certain stuff, because sometimes the movie, the program that's put out is very real to life, and people can't handle it when it's real to life. That's got me wanting to fight. Yeah, I can imagine, man. I'm like that as well. Certain things just make you want to just go and just do something, throw the phone. Like, sometimes when I see certain things, I would just want to throw the phone. I'm just like, what the hell? Luckily, like, because my little one had the TV the majority of the time, I'd be on my phone and I'd be like, damn, what the hell? Like, and my children be like, what's up, mum? And I'll be like, and I'll explain them the thing, and they'll be like, that is just sick or something. My children will say, oh, that's just sick, mum, or whatever. But it's just, yeah. So he's playing it on his thing. His channel thing.
What are you talking about? Put something out now. What's this video about?
And they're laughing. It doesn't make sense.
Pitiful, like, you really want to make a motherfucker seem like
Oh, let me see, I can get to it.
Shell, you repeating what Queen told you. They couldn't say it was content. For real.
I'm gonna put this one separate. This one, what he's playing, I might put it up. I don't know. I'll see. I see how I feel about it, because she's very bruised on that video. So even though really more broadcasters put out on oh, it's doing that thing again, to cancel Queen. So quite a few people has already signed it already. There is this girl give me to deal with the baby. At the end of the day, but on and so yeah, it doesn't matter whether people raise money for her to come out. Really, basically, she needs to go back in. Can you hear me? Well, am I loud? Because I know I project my voice. I'm a small person. She's been kicked off a lot of social media sites. I hope they ban her. Yes, they need to ban her. And on top of that, Chelle needs to stay away from her. In a nutshell, basically, you know. Basically, in a nutshell, Chelle needs to stay away from her. It's like I said, and it doesn't, like, you know, I mean, being that we is of the they call us, like, well, I mean, like, there's so many names we are calling now: Aboriginal, melanated people, however you term yourself. Like, you know, at the end of the day, right, it's so much deeper. Oh, it's gone down now. Oh, because I reduced the sound, it was too loud. Sorry, you got headphones in. My voice projects, Rico, sometimes when I get passionate. That's why I just do it on my phone, because like when I project, it's not as harsh. What was I saying? Yeah, she needs to literally be off of. Chelle needs to stay away from her. Chelle needs to stay away from her. Full stop. Family needs to keep her away. However they keep her away from her, they got to keep her away, because her face is very, very, very bad. So I'm going to post this one that I just took on my community tab right now. Fortunately, I can't do the videos that I would like to do, because this is hard. I have to do it the way I was doing it before. Let me see. She's been through a lot, that girl. She's been through a lot. Yeah, I know it's deeper than race, but what happens is, right, it's like we normalize things a lot. We do. And I know, and I hear what you're saying on that one, Rico. But it's just like, hi, Madeira. It's a lot deeper than that. Yes, it is a lot deeper than that. But at the same time, it's just like we normalize things. Like, you know, like before, like we used to get, when people used to die, we just normalize it. It's just normal. It's just like a normal day in the neighborhood. Certain actions that should be taken, we don't take the actions. We always wait till when the bigger, the whatever, like you say, government, before we make a step. We don't stick together as a race anyway. That's what I notice. We seem to want to take each other down, and sometimes it's not even for the best reasons. And even when we're doing small things as businesses, etc., it shows in that. So in this instance now, being that there are so many people on the social media spectrum, on the social media here, who has channels and stuff like that, you can make such a difference. It just takes one person to say, do something, it just starts a thing. People's already talking about it already. That by itself is a good thing. The fact that even though it's drawn on to this point, that's a good thing, because what's going to happen is it's highlighted, which means that how she might possibly get shut down. Okay, so there's going to be more people talking about it. Queen Trone was talking about it at one point, but I feel that I don't know whether, I think because she's talking about Polite now. So I think she's a bit taken up with Polite a little bit. Hopefully she'll go back on and start talking about the other abuses, because she's covering abuses, like how I'm doing abuses. I was doing the LGBT crew, the down low men on the dark side, and then I got to doing abuse. Then I got to doing the children that got fostered and how they were treated. Even they was abused. That when they cried, they were telling them to stop crying till they knocked one, and they both, like, the both of the children is unalive now. Now the parents is in jail. So the same thing can happen. Oh, where's it gone? The same thing can happen to this situation right here. Like, many voices get stuff done. It just all depends on how people move and how, because people make light of things. This is not really a funny situation. It can happen to any one of your people. We all have, some people have special needs, people in their family. Some people have elders in their family, because there is elder abuse. There is, the reason why I say elder abuse, because, like, you know, when I learned about the elder abuse, right, it's quite deep. Being that she has special needs, fair enough, right, she's able to talk, and she talks very well. She talks even better than me. The way how she explained herself to the interview. Sorry, Madeira. I have a question. Are Chelle and Queen lovers, or have they ever been? I don't know. The problem is this young generation is uninhibited. Anything goes. They are desensitized. Yeah, that's what Blue Ranger said. They are very desensitized. That's why when I spoke about the ratchetness as well, because this falls under ratchetness. This is how people are seen, right? We're seen as that, like, you know, no social morals, no stands, no whatever. When we know we have social morals, like, doesn't matter whether you came to the conclusion when you're in your 30s, 40s, whatever, like, because, like, we all been 20, 28 at one time. We all been 25 at one time. We all been 18, 19. So when you see these things now and you connect the dots, then you understand that how, I don't know how to put it. I might be talking rubbish. You can stop me if I'm talking rubbish. We feel well, it's like looking at yourself, basically. That's how I look at it. When I see women behaving a certain way, I'm looking at myself. People do say it's down to the music. It's not. It's the music. It's the generation gap. They don't talk to elders as much as they do before. That's another thing. I mean, even though I'm subsiding from that's why I put on title, because I know it can go any which way with this, because, like, there's numbers of subjects, topics we can cover within this domestic thing. Like, long time ago, they will say to a woman, like, when something's going on in the house, abuse, they'll, like, you know, it was taught to keep it within these walls. Don't go telling nobody. There is a generation gap of certain stuff. Like, certain people cannot talk to people of a younger generation. Like me, I'm nearly in my 50s, nearly, right? Sometimes it's harder to reach generation gaps because like you cannot identify with them with their music. Like me, I can't identify with my children's music. My child will say certain things to me. I'm thinking to myself, man, when I was young, you think I could talk like that to my mother? Tell her what's going on with me, with my certain relationship. You're just like, wow, like it's a whole different something else, basically. Even to the younger children, when you see them on IG twerking, when you see certain stuff, you're just like, damn, when I was young, you think I could do that? They would have said, go into the corner, go to your room. There will be none of that. That will never be heard of in 100 years. And I'm not just saying that because I am of an older generation, because to me there is no generation gap, because I can learn from young people too. So at the end of the day, like, my children teach me every single day, and my children is in their 20s now, 27, 18, stuff, them ages. So to me, even my daughter even told me and my daughter had a conversation about Queen Op and what happened with Shell. And my daughter said after a while she stopped watching her. So it's like, you know, and like age is nothing but a number too. You know what I mean? I could be old and I could be very childish within myself. You don't know how I am from day to day. I could be quite, I mean, I'm quite different sometimes. I'm very approachable, mind you, but I have boundaries. People don't understand all that. Hold on, let me see now. We are a fire flexion. Yeah, we are. We are. And let me see what else you said. We just listened to their music and the style of dress. Yes, their style of dress. Then people don't know that the universe talked to us in numbers. Yes, some people don't know, but that's another conversation, Rico. The government got involved in the children rearing. Yes, they did, because they told people not to beat their children. Remember, at one time people was beating their children. Over in the UK, they told people not to smack children. Now, do you think that what's going on with that girl now? A long time ago, right? Some family would have came, saw that, heard about it, reached on Queen's doorstep. Whether she cussed them out or not, there is always an auntie that will be there to tell her about her clot. Well, obviously, it didn't work out like that. Oh, you're 28. Oh, you're young. You're older than my daughter. Sure, I would never dare disrespect my mom now, and I dare someone else to. Yeah, exactly. We can learn from each other. Yeah, exactly. But even with this situation now, you see, this is getting a lot of people talking. So therefore, young and old who watches Queen Op can talk about it, because it's not just a conversation. Actions can be taken. You know what I mean? It's just knowing the actions. The ones who knows the law can go in there, sort it, whatever. I'm not saying I know the law. I don't know the law. I definitely know about the caring side, the duty of care and all that stuff. I know about all that stuff. Queen Op didn't give Shell duty of care. She didn't give her that duty of care. She made her beard go out on her. She tatted her up. She made her kiss a homeless guy for money. She took advantage of her. This happens over here too, right? And some special needs people does get on alive because like they thief their money from them, all sorts of stuff. So they like people saying she's on the spectrum, so she's autistic. But there's different types of autistic, as we know. There's the one that don't really talk, and there's the one that talk. And there's the ones that is clever, and there's the ones that is so-called slow, as Americans put it. But in all, this is what can bring that. There is some way of doing stuff. Even people who have channels can talk about this. There is no boundaries to it. It's just how you talk about it. Looking at the situation, 360 Queen responded by the way of her culture. Queen responded the way of her culture. Yeah, you can say she did, because she's probably been down this road so many times. Because remember, when the police knocked, she said that, I don't need to open the door. She shouts towards the door. I don't need to open the door. Something. Till they come and they ram the door. So it's a shame I can't show it. But so she knew her right. She's been in the situation before. She's been in this situation before. So, you know, you can tell. And because she's supposed to be some kind of rapper, because everywhere I look, they say she's some kind of rapper, or was. She slept with all these rappers. It's like Tokyo Tony in a younger version. Basically, if you think about it. So she was in the room, she wasn't even dressed, she was just in a t-shirt because she's pregnant and all that. Probably doing the most stuff in front of the girl. I don't know whether they were lovers. People say that, oh, because like Chelle loved Queen Op. Yeah, we could say that. But then remember, the victim always loves the abuser. You know what I'm saying? Stockholm syndrome comes up a lot. So, I mean, I am not a psychiatrist, but I'm going by what my observation, what I'm hearing, videos, stuff, what you see. Now, the one where like she did her hair with the glue and the wig where she pulls it off, she wanted to make her ugly. She wanted to make her ugly. That was the objective. Break her down, make her ugly. Yeah, that's what she did. She achieved that, tattooing her up on her chest, making the beard grow out, putting her hair all type of color, red color. There's patches in her hair. There's patches in her hair where she ripped off the wig because you see it on picture. She wanted to make her ugly. She was jealous of her. There's a video where like she's talking and she's looking at her side from the back of the side where she's sitting. It's like she's sitting in front of the laptop, like how I'm sitting now, and she's sitting on the side, and she's just looking at her like with envy, like because like she thought, oh, because she's big, oh, no one's not going to look at her da 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 da. When you can be attractive in any size or any thingy. The biggest woman can be attractive. It doesn't matter. But you see what I mean? That's where the ignorancy comes into play. Before that BS would have worked. Now big women are very much seen as attractive. So by you, they're trying to make your friend unattractive. What's the point? The girl was so clever. Like I said before, in the first one, she downloaded an app called Text, which is WhatsApp, maybe over here. Maybe it's WhatsApp. I don't know. Right? And then she must have sent a message out, and then yeah, you know what I mean? Boom. So then after that, now people are looking at the screen and they're seeing this girl going through stuff, and then it's like, my gosh, let me call the police. Everybody called the police. Everybody was calling the law. DCF will be right at the hospital to take her child from her after delivery. Yes, I'm not surprised. It's sad. A continued cycle with her children. She had that cray look in her eye. Yes, you saw it too, right? I saw it. And on top, and what irks me is like people waited till it got to this point, which is what people tend to do before they do something. You saw blood from her coming from her. She threw something in her head. I haven't seen the video, and blood was coming from her head or somewhere. She's got an iron mark on her arm. I don't know where I saw the video. Oh yeah, Trips, I think. Was it Trips? There's an iron mark on her arm. You know the V part of the iron, right? I think it is, but you could, but like you lot could tell me different. You know the V of the iron on one of her arms. You can see there's a V because she has a tattoo as well. She has a tattoo like of a holder thing around her arm, but on the other arm it's like a V. There's like a V there, like an iron. So she's branded her, must be with iron, through an iron or something. This probably was done off camera, done off lives. So the abuse got more and more. Look at the beautiful picture I put up of her on the first live. It's like a different person. It's like chalk to cheese, like literally. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Because even over here, even over here, this happens, right? So I'm not. Oh, there you are. Hi, Alexander. Even over here, because that's why I keep saying to Americans, England or the English England, because people think that how over here is tea and crumpets for some reason. No, it's not. We have ghettos over here. We have people who is just like that over here, right? There's no difference because people mimic America. They mimic America over here, the way they dress. When the sagging was out, they were sagging. When this was out, there is lots of abuses over here. There is lots of abuses over here, all different types of abuses over here. Just because it's not out there for people to see, it doesn't mean to say it doesn't happen. Yeah. So, yeah, abuse from 10, yes. Abuse for 10, yes. So yeah, but yes, they will take the child from her. London's okay. There is good places over here. I mean, you see the best and you see the worst over here. It depends on which place where you at. They say Shell went to Ivy League. Pardon me, excuse me. I just can't fathom her not having some sort of development disability. But then, yeah, but then, and they also say that how Queen Op is got some type of problem with her too. So what you're saying makes sense. West London's okay, South London's okay. It all depends on where you go. Brixton is okay. Shepherd's Bush is okay. Oh, you've been there. Okay. Yeah, so basically everything is being seen now. What's in the dark is gonna come to light. So this definitely has highlighted, and people will be talking about it for a very long time. This is gonna be like when Nature Boy went to jail, basically. So if Queen thinks that how, yeah, right, because I'm out, yeah, I'm gonna do whatever, people's gonna do the same thing. They're gonna call again. She's gonna end back up in the place where she was already. Yeah, Queen have problems. She does. Oh, he's been there. Yeah, but you know, I'm trying not to run the video late. But what I'm gonna do as well, because I know it's got to do all that rendering foolishness, so I could cut it, all the silent parts out. I don't know whether I should put up a video of Queen and Shell. I don't know. I'm under two minds to do it. I'd rather put up the pictures of her. So if I don't show the videos, don't like just comment underneath on the community tab. And yeah, it's a lot, right? Because everybody has somebody who's been through some kind of level of abuse. Okay, so that's what I am looking at. And she's a narcissist. She's narcissistic. She's all of that, of the worst kind. You know, right? This a beauty skin deep. She's pretty on the outside, and she's a whole demon in the inside. So that's what is going. That's that there, right there, in a nutshell. Now I know other people will be covering this. I will try and cover as much as I can. If I don't cover it, because I've got a little bit of a backlog on certain stuff, I want to talk about that prison ship thing, that asylum seekers thing. What they're calling asylum seek was actually a prison ship, which was spoken about before. But if anything, I will come up and do little bits in between, because like my small one's on holiday, so it's a bit more difficult to renew. But I suppose please also sub to the dark side as well, because there is I'll cover a lot of abuses and stuff. I was covering the LGBT thing over there too. But like a lot of people didn't want to talk about certain stuff, but And like others, I said that how like I am not part of the community, the LGBT community. I am a straight woman, but because like in your family you always have one child who's that way. So like obviously right, you go and educate yourself and get to know. So yeah. So people need to like, you know, like, you know, so yeah, she's only pretty with a lot of makeup and wigs and plastic surgery. She doesn't come out the box that way. Yes, obvious. Yes. And there's lots of those type of women that's like that out here. Like they have no substance. They do things sexually because that's what they know. Some had to do certain stuff because of money situations. So I'm not down in the whole lot who works on the sexual industry and all that stuff. No, I'm not. Beauty's only skin deep, basically. Once you get past the beauty stuff, then you can look deeper into a person, basically. People need to talk about these things. Will any uncomfortable? There's definitely a nip and a butt. But yeah, yes, so basically I'm gonna leave it right there because I don't want to waffle and repeat myself. And it's been nice talking to you people. You know, and Alexander, like please connect to Alexander. He does on definitely predictions, the global stuff, what is going on as well. So let me see who's here before I go, because I don't want to just go prematurely. Thank you for coming through, Mitchie. I always get her name wrong, or his name wrong. Rena. Oh, I like your thing. I like your skeleton face. I like your skeleton face. Back to tea time. YE20. And even though you saw my not so nice floor, but I don't care anyway. Rico. Let me see who else is here. It's taking me a while to get to Blue Rain. Madeira. That's it. And Alexander or Alex as I call him. I think I've got everybody. Thank you for coming through. It's much appreciated. Sorry, the what you call it? I think that's a scam number. Sorry that the live was a bit mad, crazy, but I'm gonna cut all that bit out. Don't worry. And what's his chat? Oh, Alexander, the Ganja shaman, and he's like you, Rico, as well. He's very much into the know of numbers, all that. There's another one called Audio Oracle as well. So yeah, just connect. You know what I'm saying? Connect. Can you see it, Rico? Should I put it up so you can see it? Hold on, let me put it up for you to see it. Can you see it now? This is his channel. Connect with him. He's very he speaks about the elite and all that stuff too, which I do need to talk about sooner or later at one point. It's just finding a way to talk about it because YouTube's very sensitive. They call it conspiracy theories. And it's not actually conspiracy theories because it's actually happening in front of your eyes. So with that said, I'm going to take my leave. So say la vie. So please leave comments on the past videos, what I've done. I mean, I've got to do the same to you guys as well too. I've got to go through everybody's stuff really at one point. Please carry on leaving your comments. Tell me what you think of this situation. if you know the law bits and pieces, you can fill me in on American law. I would gladly read it. You can go to my DMs. You can leave stuff in the DMs. It's Cosmic Connections Therapy on IG. I have the email there. The email, where's the email now? Where's the email now? Where's the email now? You can get me on my email as well. I will, because I'm constantly on there, because I'm like, busy trying to raise my levels of living. And also, just you can contact me in DMs as well. I will answer. If I'm not sure, you just have to let me know where you from, which part you see me, whatever. And I can say, okay, it's that person. Okay, because I know there's a lot of stuff that goes on online. So, and then with that said, I'm going to take my leave. Happy days. I got there to the end without the thing buffering too much. So maybe I'm just going to have to do audio. Oh, you found him? Good. I'm just going to have to do audio for the time being because it keeps buffering. So we're going to just have to do it audio style. Sub to him. The mummy sector, I'm part of the mummy sector too. So if you see stuff to do with my jazzy life and stuff like that, that's the mummy sector. I don't do all of the mummy sector part. I just cover bits and pieces. Mind you, there is some real good ones over in the mummy sector. I ain't gonna lie. Then there's Trips Treehouse, Queen Throne. Who else? There's Remio Matt, who does YP. I don't cover YP, I can't stand the man. I've got so many people, I can't remember half their names. SL Davis is another person. Fundi Fee is another person. If you know about Fundi Fee, then you know, innit? Then you know. Fundi Fee. Who else is there? There's another lady called Miss Wise. She also has a channel too, but she's more for the B sector. Who else is there? There's too many. There's so many. I've got loads of people on my tab. You have to go down my tab. I abuse my tab, okay? I abuse my tab. Oh, you're late. Yes, rewatch. But it's so much noise. I mean, I'm thinking of taking it down and editing it. I know I'm going to lose my chat, but, it's better than that noise. I can't take it. So I might just put it on private for the time being, and I might just re-edit it and then bring it back. That's what I'm thinking because of the noise. And please take a look at it. If I repost it, please take a look at it. Please, because it's just my opinion at the end of the day. I don't claim to be no expert on nothing, right? The little I know is the little I know. So I might just leave it up as it is, rough and ready, so. And then there's cut. And that's how I'm going to do it. Even if you see my painting or what my daughter did on the floor, I'm not business because it's just the floor, right? Because it's just the floor, you're dead, right? People seeing. So at the end of the day, it's the message. That's the important thing, is what is being said at this present moment. Abuse is not on of a person with a disability. It's not on when it's done on an app. It's not on when it's done in real life. To child, woman, man, whatever, because men get abused as well. So, let's get real, right? So, cults, even. We know what happened in the carbonation cults. We do not want a repeat of that. When people see certain stuff, I'm not saying they call it snitching. It's not even snitching because it's on a public arena. It's on platforms. So therefore, we have an opinion of what's going on. Each and every one of us come from different backgrounds. We all have different understandings. So that's where I'm coming from on this one. And I don't laugh at certain things and I take things very seriously when it comes to people who is in that situation. So if I sound very harsh and very serious sometimes to certain stuff, that's because when you are younger and you've seen certain stuff, and you've seen it in the real, right? You have to understand, and I'm not preaching, I'm just saying, okay, I'm just saying. But I will let you go. Have a good day, a good afternoon, whatever time you're in. And I'm going to have to bring it back to basics, to how I used to do it before. But that's how we got to deal with it. You got to work with what you got to work with, innit? So with that said, I'll see you later. Take care. Say la vie. Bye-bye.